Your title is Circumference and Arc Length. Circumference and arc length. Today's 5/8. Alright, let's start off with circumference. What is the definition of circumference?
Isn't that completely around the circle, right? Measure the outside.
Lord help us. It's the distance around the circle. It is distance. Circumference goes around. Circumference is equal to 2 times pi times r. R stands for what? Radius. Or its circumference equals pi times diameter. Whoa. Alright, the next thing you need to know is that revolution is the spin of a circle. If I say the bicycle tire had 5 revolutions, it means it turned 5 complete times. Do you understand that? 5 complete times. So that doesn't just mean it rolled. It has to go 5 complete times. So you know the reflector on the bike, let's just say the reflector is up at the top. It has to turn until the reflector goes back to the top. That counts as 1. Make sense? Okay. Arc length. Is a portion of the circumference of the circle. is a portion of the circumference of the circle. Its length, not degrees, length. Arc length corollary. There are two formulas. I'm going to try both. One, it looks like a proportion, which is fine. The other one is set up a little differently, but they're both the same thing. It just says that the arc length of arc AB over 2 pi r equals the measure of arc AB over 360 degrees. What is bigger, arc length of AB or 2 pi r? 2 pi r, because it's the whole what? It's a whole circle. So notice your denominator on both of these is the whole circle. The top is a piece of the circle. Or we're going to write it to say the arc length of arc AB equals the measure of arc AB over 360 degrees times 2 pi r. It's the same exact thing, I just moved 2 pi r over to the other side. So if it's asking for arc length, this one makes more sense. Got it? If it's asking for arc length, this makes more sense. If it's asking for like the measure of arc AB, then I'd plug it in here and do cross multiply. Okay, but you can use this one the whole time, it's up to you. Does that make sense? If the proportion's easy to solve, then do this. Some of you still can't solve a proportion for the life of you. It just depends on how you want to solve it. So this is easy, and so is this. They're both the same thing. So when you draw your circle, P, this right here is arc AB. Now you need to be careful because this happened in second period. People in second period just assumed it was always the small little piece. It's not always the case. Sometimes it's the big arc. Do you understand? It's whatever's highlighted. So when you do your homework, I'd highlight the darkened spots. And what I mean by that is, I don't have the worksheet. You'll see it. One part will be darker than the other piece. Okay, so that's the part you're finding. Good? All right, let's do some examples. You have a quiz Friday? No.
That's on a Friday night.
From everything since the last quiz. So chords, no angles. That includes all chords, no angles. Chords, segments, and then what we're doing now. There is no day for review either. I don't have time. You either get a day review for the quiz or you get 2 days review for the test. You pick. Okay. You're what? Why are you not here?
I have my exam at 12 and I don't want to come to school until 12.
Okay. Then you take it later. You'll take it Monday.
I'll just come.
So the diameter of a bicycle tire. Just so you know, you shouldn't be cramming anyways. It's not going to stay.
I'm not cramming, I just want
What's
to
up?
sleep.
I'm here to
Okay.
brought you another GoPro.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take your pass. Because then it tells me what time you came in. Sign in at 10.
Yeah.
So the diameter of a bicycle tire is 30 inches. To the nearest foot, how far does the tire travel when it makes 100 revolutions. Sarah, you think you're going to sleep? Just letting you know. You're going to be too stressed, you won't sleep. You can come for third period and sleep in first and second. Or you just take my clothes late. Okay. So the diameter of a bicycle tire is 30 inches. To the nearest foot, how far does the tire travel when it makes 100 revolutions? So you should probably draw yourself what? A circle. Then what do you do? What's it asking?
How far it goes in 100?
So in other words, your tire is starting, right? I put a point on the tire and it travels 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 100 times, yeah? Okay, so what does that mean? What you looking for? Down there. Are they putting them back there or do they leave them in here? Oh, Rosa, then they're in here. They're supposed to go in there, but they stuck them in here, I think. Yeah, they're in there. So what does that mean? Don't throw them away, though, because the 4th period's coming.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Multiply what? What's it mean? Your tire is starting, and it goes around, and around, and around. 360 has nothing to do with it. Almost. What does it mean to go around the circle? Circumference. So C equals 2 pi r, or there's another one, which is C equals what?
Pi times diameter.
Good job. Why is it pi times diameter? Because 2 and r mean what? It just means diameter. So circumference equals pi times, what's your diameter? 30. But it's turning how many times? 100 times. There is 100, but you just didn't have it all. Okay. 30 times 100 is easy. 3,000 pi. Then you take your calculator. All right. Just so you know, answers in terms of pi. This is in terms of pi. Might want to put a note about that because that's in your homework. So when you have answers in terms of pi, that means you leave pi in your answer. This is in terms of pi. Got it? But I do not want pi right now. I want a decimal because it said to the nearest foot. So what should you be doing with 3,000 and pi? Multiply it. And if you have my calculator, it probably just gives you 3,000 pi. Isabel,
What does 100 represent?
what does 100 represent? Someone tell her.
The 100
revolutions.
There you go. 100 revolutions. So
You
no.
just add it, if there's like, you use pi times diameter, so you're just timesing the 100.
You have to because it turns 100 times.
9,424.77.
So round correctly. 2 decimals though. So circumference is approximately 9,424 in the calculator. 3,000 times pi. You can't do 3.14, you have to use pi.
I know, I did.
This is 0.777961.
Or do you have to
So
do
it's in here.
3,000 pounds?
What did you have to change?
No 3.14.
I didn't do that. I just put in the pi thing.
Oh,
Oh,
Because it's foot.
That's equal.
Oh, I was like, it should give you the right answer. So 9,424.78. What is our answer in? Really? Pi is gone. It's in inches. Thank you, Brian. It's in inches, but my question did ask for what? Nearest foot. So how do you find that? Divide by 12. Why 12? Yeah, 12 inches in a foot. Tell me how far my bike has traveled, or my tire. It says nearest foot, so round correctly. So 185 foot. There you go. It should technically be approximately.
Wait, why is it 0.78 inches and 12?
Because we rounded.
Oh.
When you get 3,000 pi, you get 9424.777 something something something. So we round. And then we divide by 12. Why do we divide by 12?
Because
'Cause 12
12 inches in a foot.
inches in a foot, and a feet. And that's how you get your feet. Good? Alright, example B. We need the extra talking to stop though. It says find arc length. That says 8 centimeters. That says 60 degrees. This says A, this says B. I want you to find this arc right here. Got it? Go solve it. Ready? This is not that hard. Should be relatively easy because all you're doing is plugging it into a formula. Right? Okay. My nose itches. Formula says arc length of arc AB equals the measure of arc AB over how much? 360 times? Good. Alright. I don't know this, so it's equal to, what's the measure of arc AB? 60 degrees over 360 degrees. No, they're both degrees, that makes sense, correct? Okay. Times 2 times pi times what's your radius? 8. Wonderful. Reduce 60 and 360, that cancels. What's 6 and 36 reduced? 1/6 is correct. Times, what's 2 times 8? 16 times pi. So you should have 16 pi over 6, which you can reduce if you want to be 8 pi over 3. Yeah? Just saying. You don't have to. But if you reduce it, that's what you got. I don't know why some of you are frantically writing. You should have this answer. Then you plug it into the calculator. Now if it asks for in terms of pi, this is in terms of pi. Do you understand? This one, not this one. If it asks for in terms of pi, this is it. Why? Why is it this one and not this one? Because it's simplified, it's reduced. Okay? So in terms of pi, this is it. Do you understand that? So you need to read directions because it says in terms of pi sometimes. Yeah?
How'd you get 16?
2 times 8. Plug in the calculator and what do you get? Round.
No.
You guys act like this is difficult. What was the hard part? Nothing. I'm done. There's nothing difficult about this besides plugging it in.
I'm still a little bit confused on the 8 pi over 3.
Why? What's the confusing part? 16 over 6 reduces to 8 over 3.
Oh,
Someone tell me where the confusing part is. Bless you. Why are you confused?
I'm not confused. I just don't know how I would. He doesn't really know how you plugged it in. No, how do I plug the 8 over the 8 pi over 3? You multiply 8 times pi.
You use parentheses.
That's how I did it.
Wait, hold on. You can do this multiple ways.
Yeah.
So let me explain how to do it multiple ways before she shows you. So, you either put 8 times pi in parentheses, divide by 3. So the parentheses, 8 pi, parentheses, divide by 3.
Okay.
Or, you do 8 divided by 3 equals times pi. But Lord, you have to remember to multiply by pi at the end.
Simple like me. I did 8 times pi divided by 3.
You need to be careful because it won't always do it in the correct order.
No, but I press like, I multiply 8 and pi, and I press equal, and then I divide.
Yes, that's the same thing. But that means she has to remember to divide. If she wants to do it all in one step, it's easier with parentheses. Are we using my calculator? I'm going to show you. There's this lovely button N over D, which means what? Numerator over denominator. So you divide it by 3, put a pi at the end, press equal.
Yeah, she showed it to me.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I got the same answer, but.
Or you can do parentheses 8 times pi divided by 3. Or you can do 8 divided by 3 times that by pi. It doesn't really matter as long as you keep plugging it in correctly. Okay, oops. Make sense? Yeah, don't worry. Get to later. EQ? How do I find?
Arc lengths and other measures.
There you go.